God morning. It is January 25th. God calling way of happiness. And let me flip the page real quick. One hand. God, at Eventide, my compensations. Let's get right into it, guys. So, God calling way of happiness. Complete surrender of every moment to God is the foundation of happiness. The superstructure is the joy of communion with Him, and that is for each the place, the mansion I went to prepare for you. Oh my gosh, I'm glowing. Oh. My followers have misunderstood that and looked into often upon the praise as referring only to an afterlife, and too often, far too often, upon this life as a something to be struggled through in order to get the reward and the joy to the joy of the next. Seek to carry out all I say, and such understanding and sight, vision, and joy will be yours, as shall pass indeed all understanding. The plans of God are very wonderful, beyond your highest hopes. Cling to the thoughts of protection, safety, guidance. So, obviously, just as the title says, this is talking about just the way of happiness, God calling way of happiness. It's talking about how to truly just find happiness and peacefulness within God and within your own life. You really have to surrender. You have to surrender yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions. And you have to be able to push all that aside to make room for God and make room for what's good. It's a fairly basic lesson today. So let's see if God at Eventide is going to challenge us a little bit more. So, God at Eventide, my compensations. I am listening. Picture me, your Lord, not as one deaf to your entreaties. What kind of word is that? But rather as one straining with an intensity of love to catch the first faint cry from one of his children. Even in the case of those who love me, how often do I listen in vain for the spontaneous words of love? Do not cry to me, only when cares press and you are weary. Speak to me often. Share with me all the little happenings, all the frets, all the little glad tidings. These not only draw us more closely to each other, but they are, to me, compensations for the neglect I suffer from my world. So, I feel like no one really thinks about how crappy it must be to be God sometimes, right? Like, He loves us so much that He gave us free will, this, that. He gave us the earth. He gave us each other. He gave us Himself. He gives us forgiveness every single day. And then there's war, famine, drought. There's all these things that we cause as humans. And, no one is ever just like, God, no one ever just wants to sit down with God and really just say sorry and be thankful for the forgiveness He shows us every single day, for just letting us live and letting us try to make it up to Him every single day. And that's kind of what God's talking about here. He's just talking about how, give me a second, let me open it up real quick. Oh my gosh, wait, why did I close it? Yeah, he's just talking about his compensations. He's listening, talk to Him. So today I feel like it's fairly basic. God is saying He loves you. He's going to always be there for you, and to talk to Him. So that is January 25th. Love you guys. Pretty basic one. Basic but important to understand. And with that, I will say amen.